Hey guys, this is Naveen here. Welcome back to Naveen AutomationLabs. So today I'm going to cover a very quick important topic, that is how to follow the naming convention for different entities in Java. For example, we have packages, project name, method name, class name, variables, constant variables, and interface name, how to declare their names, and as per Java documentation, what exactly they say. So I quickly show you some couple of practical examples. For example, let's say I'm going to create a new Java project in my Eclipse. Doesn't matter you're using Eclipse or IntelliJ or any other editor tool. So let's create a one Java project over here. Whatever the project name that you want to create, write a proper name in the capitalized string. For example, let's see, I simply say that this is my demo API, demo e-commerce API. So I simply create a project like this. Fine. And whatever the version that you want to select, and then click on finish. So you can see demo e-commerce API got selected. And under this particular SRC, let's see if I want to create a package name. So package name you should always create in this particular format. Simple. This is com means company dot what is your team name. For example, dev team or QA team or whatever the team name. Let's see, order management team. I'm writing it dot what exactly the module is all about. So for example, let's say I'm going to create some pages over here. So I'm going to create some pages like that. And what type of pages I'm creating? Let's see, accounts related pages like that. So you can create a complete package, and in this particular package you can create your class, right? So if I'm going to create, let's see, one more package. So package name you can create, should not create like this underscore testing package or something. It doesn't look good. Although you can create it, it will not give you any error, but this is not recommended as per Java Oracle official documentation. Fine. So this is not recommended. So let me just delete that. Now in this particular package, what I want, simple right click on it. I want to create a class. So class name should be a proper noun. It should signify what exactly the topic is all about, what exactly the feature is all about. That class should represent that overall feature. For example, let's see, I'm going to create one accounts class, something like this. Okay. And let's see, select the main method and click on finish. So accounts class that I have created, and here see the class name proper. Do not write ABCD class name or test class or T1 class name like that. It does not look good. We should write a proper class name over here. For example, let's see if I'm writing a class name is starting with the testing like this, or testing concepts, something like this. It doesn't look good. Class name should start with the capital letter, and it should be a capitalized letter. We should write it, and it should signify a noun over here, right? For example, let's say I want to create one class. That class name is once again employee class. So this is employee class, department class, right? HR class, such classes that we can easily use that. Same thing if I want to create an interface. So same naming convention we have to follow, just like class name. So for interface also, you have to write a proper interface. So let's say I'm going to create one web interface name is bank interface, right? So bank interface that I have created. Under this bank interface, you want to create multiple classes which are implementing this bank interface. Same naming convention that you have to follow that. So this is for the class and interface naming convention. We have to do that. Now for example, let's say I'll go to my accounts.java, and here I want to create a method over here. What is the naming convention we have to follow for method? For example, this is my public void, or let's see, public static void method. Doesn't matter, it's a static method or what. Let's say I simply write get account information method is there. So G small, the next letter is account, next word is account, so A capital, and then I capital, info, like this. So if you see, G is in a small letter, A is in capital letter, and I is in capital letter once again. So you have to use the camel cases with the capitalized string over here like that. If you have only one method name, for example, let's see get method, so simple write get method over here. If you have something like this, once again, let's see public void set method, so simple write set method like that. Fine. If you have getter or setter, you can simple write public void getter method. So when you have only one word is the method name, should start with a small letter, but you have more than one word, then you should write the naming convention and the proper method name like this over here. Fine. Do not write the method name. It looks very ugly. It should represent that particular feature. Do not write that, okay, the method name is a T1 method. Okay, when you're designing some actual practical examples or actual practical use cases or a system that you're designing, when you write the method name, it doesn't look at it. What do you mean by T1, right? So you should not write it. We should avoid such names over here like that. Some people, what exactly they do, they write the test underscore, for example, page method, and then underscore accounts they have written. This is also according to Java documentation, not recommended in Java, although it does not give you any error, but we should not write the method name with underscore as well. Okay, so these are the best practices for naming convention for the methods. Now, what about the variables? For example, let's say I'll go to the employee class, variable name I want to declare. So normal variable, you can simply say that, okay, fine, this is my string, a name. Same naming convention, we have to simple say that, okay, fine, boolean user is active or not. I simple ray boolean that, okay, fine, is user is exist or not. So see, I small, E capital, I'm writing it. So next word, the first letter of the next word and upcoming words should be in capital letter. Same thing, let's see if I'm declaring a variable integer age over here like this. So this is for the variable, you have to use it, right? So remember, this is same thing for local variable also, same thing for the class variables and then instance variables also, you have to use the exact same thing over here like that. Then there are some variables like temporary variables. So temporary variable generally we use, let's say integer I, you can use it. You can use a temp variable also, that also you can use it. You can write J in the for loop, K also in the for loop, you can write it. But for example, let's say you are fetching some data from the Excel sheet, and then you have written one for loop over here. In this case, what will you write, right? So let's say I just capturing a row count. So simple say a row count variable name, you can write it. Row count is equal to 1 up to what? Up to the row count. Let's say I simple say that this is my a row count which is less than equal to 100, and then row count plus plus like this, you can write it like this. Fine. So this is my row count, C capital, right guys? So this is a kind of condition you can write it, and this is a variable name that you have to use it like this, R small C capital over here like that. Okay, so what else? Other than that, what you can do is constant variables also you have to declare. So let me create another class over here. This is just a rough work, guys. So let's see, this is my constants class that I have created. I want to maintain some of the important let's see final variables which are constant. So what exactly for constant I'll be writing, let's see public static final, and I simple say, let's see, for example, this is the minimum underscore width which is equal to 4. For variable name that you can use it over here like this with the final keyword, you can use it. And what type of variable? It is integer type of variable, for example, like that. For example, let's say you want to store some constant data that for my home page or login page for Amazon, I simple say this will be a string, and I'll write that, okay, Amazon underscore login underscore page underscore title, which is equal to Amazon like that. So like this also you can simple write it, and this you can make it a final string over here like that. So you should always create the final variables with the final keyword, and the static also you can use it so that you can directly access that, and it will not be part of your each and every object. And you can use for the naming convention, you can use like minimum underscore width underscore concept, you can use it, and everything is in capital letter like that. For example, if you want to define some error messages, so I simple say that public static, we are making some APIs, and I simple write one string over here, and I write that for example bad request error, which is equal to, so I'll simple write bad underscore request error is equal to error message that you want to write, right? So I write that, okay, bad request, whatever the message name that you want to write, you can write it like this. Okay, if you really want to avoid this bad request error message for underscore 400, better you write it like this. So likewise you can create for 400 200 different things that you can write it. This is for okay request like that. Fine. So these are my constant variables, either it is integer, string, double, or whatever type it is that you have to follow. So these are the important naming conventions, guys. Please follow that. Now I'll show you the official documentation from here. You can see this is Oracle official documentation for the naming convention. I took it from the Oracle site only. Exactly same thing I told you. For the package, you have to follow this, like com.sun. Like that, and com.apple. Apple is the organization name. QuickTime is project name or whatever the name that you want to give for the application .v2 version that you are using it. So exactly same thing written. Subsequent components of the package name vary according to the organization own internal naming convention. Such conventions might specify that certain directory name, components to be division, department name, project machine or login names like that. For the classes, name should be noun in mixed case with the first letter of each internal word should be capitalized. And these are the example like raster or image spread. So I capital, S capital over here like that. And one more thing, use the whole words, avoid acronyms. Do not write, let's say the class name is OMS. Do not write it like this. Simple write order management system or order management instead of writing OMS, unless the abbreviation is much more widely used, the long-term form like URL or HTML, you can use it, but do not create your own abbreviations or acronyms over there in the classes. That is another good point that they have added. For interface, exactly same follow naming convention we have to follow for the just like classes. Methods, as I told you that if you have single word in the method, it should start with a small letter only and mix with the case the first letter a lowercase with the first letter of each internal word should be capitalized, like G small, B capital, like that. Fine. Variables, I have already told you that see, very good thing they have written. All instance class and class constants in the mixed case with the lowercase in the first letter, and exactly same thing that we have to follow like I, C and M small and W capital. Variable name should not start with underscore or dollar sign, even though both are allowed, but it is not recommended. So it should not start with underscore or a dollar sign. Right, some constant variables, common variable name, temporary variables name, you can write it I, J, K, M in your for loop. Temporary variables like that, you can use it over here. For constant, what they have given, as I told you that static final, declare it and with capital with underscore for each and every word you can use it. For example, minimum underscore width, get underscore the underscore CPU core is equal to 1, like that you can use it. So these are the naming convention for error messages and for constants and error messages, or some important any validation messages that you want to write, you can use it over here like that. So that's all for this particular video, guys. I hope you get it, and it's very simple. Please follow the right naming convention, and it will help you a lot when you raise the PR and when you are checking some PR also. In some really good companies, developers, they always follow the right naming convention. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care and God bless you all.